Good morning and welcome back. I am excited to share with you guys Beautycounter's new Cheeky Clean Cream Blushes. How beautiful is this packaging? They're cream, they're refillable. This compact has a mirror. I'm gonna show you like how to apply it. It's multi-purpose. You can use it for eyes, cheeks, and lips. And one of my favorite things about it is that it is refillable. So I'll tell you more about that, but I'm gonna show you how to change it and everything. And if you love our satin blushes, which it's no secret, I love our satin blushes. And I did not think I was gonna like the cream blushes because they just don't last quite as long. There are some cool clinical results and I have been testing these out for a few weeks and I really, really like them. So this is the shade Chai. It's a beautiful dusty rose. And you'll see on the back, I've labeled mine. Because this is refillable, it's not gonna say the shade on your actual compact because you might want a different shade next time. So I just have put a little sticker on there and I labeled it, but you'll see there's a little place you can put like a bobby pin or a safety pin. I have a paper clip here and you just press and you can see the shade pops right out. And starting in January of 2022, you'll be able to buy the shades individually to refill your compact when you're finished with your first one. So it's $38 US for the full compact and whatever shade you choose the first time, and then the refills will just be $26 after that. So I think that that's really neat. And Beautycounter is working to just with their sustainability efforts on both packaging, making products refillable, compostable, etc. And they want to be carbon neutral by 2030. So in an effort to get there, this is just the next refillable package in our collection. This actual compact is made from 100% PCR, which means post-consumer resin. So there's no virgin plastic in this. So this whole thing is made from PCR, which is really neat. Because it's made from 100% PCR, the estimated energy reduction is 65%. It reduced greenhouse emissions by 44% and water use by 78%. So Beautycounter really puts their money where their mouth is when they talk about sustainability efforts. And I think that that's really respectable. Let's talk about the formula. I have 4 shades. There are 8. They're all buildable. If you want just like a slight wash of color on your cheek all the way to something very bold, we have something for everyone. So there is something called jojoba esters in these to just really increase the blendability. And then squalene or squalene, which is also found in our Countermatch line, but that is derived from olives. And the squalene in this is actually derived from sugarcane and sugar beets, which are exceptional moisturizers. It's gonna give you a really dewy, supple, youthful glow. And it's not gonna crease and it's not going to bleed or migrate. 90% of people said it stayed put in their clinical trials. 97% said no caking and no creasing. And 94% felt it was a light as air finish without being sticky or greasy. But 97% said dewy, supple skin with a weightless feel. They had it third-party tested and internally tested. So the Beautycounter HQ people tested it and they found it to be long wearing, which is most people's complaint with a cream product. Because it's so moisturizing, it doesn't stay on quite as long, but this one has been clinically proven to be long wearing. So that's exciting. So let's get into the shades. Havana is gonna be kind of a carnation pink. If you loved melon or nectar, that might be a good place to start. This is nectar and this is melon in our old blushes. Also, if you loved some of the darker shades like guava, this pink, or passion fruit, which I don't have, you could also start with Havana because it's buildable. Cider is gonna be a soft peach, and if you loved nectar, that would be a good equal to. None of these shades are exact duplicates of our old blushes. They're all brand new, but it can at least give you a starting point. Okay, and then Chai is a dusty rose. I'm gonna put that on. If you loved Date, which is like my favorite shade for fall, this is a really good place to start. So to apply it, you don't need brushes. You can use a brush, but really this is gonna be perfect for even the makeup novice. You're just gonna swirl your finger into the shade. It's super creamy. You're gonna smile, you're gonna tap and blend. And you'll see that it's really buildable So I can build it up for a bolder look or keep it kind of subtle. So you just blend it back. I don't have any highlighter or anything on today. All I have on is the Skin Twin foundation in shade 350. I applied it with a beauty blender. If you have not tried our Better blender, highly recommend it. It gives you a really kind of airbrushed finish. Even my best friend just tried this for the first time and she's hooked, and she's a consultant. So that's one shade of chai, or one coat. Let me put it on the other cheek. And then we'll put a little bit on the eyes too, and I'll show y'all how kind of multi-purpose it is. But see how easy it just blends out. Even someone who is like brand new at makeup could do this. How like dewy and pretty is that? So if I were gonna put this on my eyes, I would probably just put a little bit kind of in the crease to define. And it just kind of defines your crease and gives you a little depth, which I think is nice. And then you could put it on your lips as well. I would probably put a gloss over top, but I'll do my lips in a different shade. So that's chai. The next shade is Rosebud, and it's a rosy pink. So if you loved guava, passion fruit, or sorbet, this one was sorbet, then this Rosebud would be good. It's very subtle at first and then buildable. Let me take chai off and I will show you guys Rosebud. I'm removing each shade with our Beautycounter makeup wipes. They're compostable and they're really gentle on the skin. So if you haven't tried our makeup wipes, I don't use makeup wipes very often, but when I do, I really like ours. And then I'm just gonna go in with my blender, whatever's left on there, foundation, and just kind of get the rest of that color off. So we're back to a clean slate, and I'm gonna show you guys Rosebud. So same thing, swirl, tap, and blend. And this is kind of a rosy pink, and that's really pretty. Let me show you guys how buildable it is. So we'll do a little bit extra if you like kind of a bold blush look. And if you ever over blush, you can just get your blender and kind of like soften the edges a little bit so it's not as harsh. How pretty is that color? Okay, let's do the next shade on this side, and then I'll take those both off and show you my last shade that I have. This is Paloma. This is gonna be a warm apricot. Really think this one's pretty too. Let me make sure my finger's clean. Okay, so we're gonna swirl, tap, and blend. So this one is a lot more peachy than the last two. I love a good peach for both fall and spring because this one's kind of got some brown undertones. But you can just build it up and blend it back. Okay, so that's Paloma. And that is Rosebud. I really like the pink one. Okay, the last one I have is Lychee, and it is a bright rose. We'll do this one on the lips too. So swirl, tap, and blend. And even though this is a very bright shade, it's still really blendable, but you really could work this up to be a very bold blush, or if you have a darker skin tone, this would look really beautiful. So we'll put this on both cheeks. This is what I'll wear today. And then we'll put this on the lips too, so I can show you how that looks. And we'll just blend it back. I like blush. I ran errands this morning with no blush or lip color just because I knew I was gonna film today, and I felt so washed out. I think it just adds so much life to the face. And then if you over blush, just blend a little bit with your blender, and then let's put some on the lips too. And because of those jojoba esters, it doesn't feel super dry on the lips like some cream products. You know how people will say like, oh, this is a multi-purpose product, and then it's like super dry? It's not like that at all. That is Lychee. Ooh, I like that. I haven't tried it on my lips yet, so y'all are getting to try it with me. So these launched today, October the 12th, $38 US, and the refills will be available to purchase individually in January of 2022. So y'all let me know if you have any questions. If you have a shade that you love and you want me to help you pick one, since some of them had multiple kind of equals, let me know. There's two more shades. There's a Truffle, which is a warm terracotta. That would also be a good kind of dupe for date. And then there's one called Goji, which is a crimson red. I don't own that one. So I have 4 of the 8. I hope to own them all soon, but I've tried to show a little bit of restraint. But I just really love the compact. I love how it opens, that cool little sound. I'm a fan, and I love the cream. I never thought I would like a cream blush because it just doesn't stay on as well, in my opinion. And this one does the job. So let me know if you have any questions. I hope you'll have a great day.